Okay, we have a green box, we have a live counter ticking up, we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It is Persona 4 Golden Tuesday once more, and we are ready to take on the big boss himself, Adachi. Did some work in the last, I would say, 3 hours or so.
This is probably going to be the last P5 stream then, huh?
No, there's still the golden...
Or P4, rather.
There's still the golden specific stuff.
I forgot that it's got the whole... Yes, right. It's
we made sure to do that, because we're getting the true fucking ending.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you might notice... you might notice some differences in the Persona list. That's because I basically overhauled the entire team, except for Uriel Throne and Kinki, because genuinely I have no fucking money, because summoning Personas gets fucking expensive once you get past level 50. I had... We had 700k to work with, and it was all fucking gone. I had to grind for money, which is fucking annoying.
It's just like learning cheat engine isn't that hard. I just like next time we do a playthrough like this, just like send me your save file and I'll like edit it for like streaming convenience, because it's like after a certain point it's just kind of like why?
Right, so let me remember what exactly I gotta do.
Man, I'm just happy to be jamming to the soundtrack. Like, this is a great song. I don't know why more people don't talk about this. The Waiting Room song is actually, I would say this is a better safe room song than the P5 safe room song.
Yeah.
I like the P5 safe room song though. It's nice.
It's like it's very soothing, but it's not really like as cool as this one.
Fuck off. Can't be asked fighting any of you. Sure, it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you never say that.
God damn it, Mimics! God damn Mimics! I hate them so much! I hate them all so much! Well, fuck you! I can do this! I can do that! Fuck you!
It's your fault for tempting fate right there, my dude.
Yeah. But yeah, fuck you. I can just press escape. Eat shit.
Now, I've got some questions for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
First SMT Universe game.
P5.
That would P5 Royal.
Pillar.
I'm with a super hipster take. Well, it's not hipster even. It's an extremely interesting take because I went into this blind. When I was a wee lad, I lived basically in a small town sort of village area.
Uh-huh.
Did I get this in the small town? Okay, this wasn't in the small town. This was when I moved to the city. But when I was a wee lad, like grade 4 or 5, no, it was grade 5 or 6. Like I was 11 or 12 years old.
Careful.
What ended up happening is that there was a lot of stores in the area that kind of sold these, what do you call them? Bootleg PS2 games. So, I bought a bootleg PS2 game with a cool looking cover, because of course I did. And they were also like very cheap. They're like $2 a pop.
Oh wow.
$2.50 a pop, right? So it's like incredibly cheap bootleg PS2s.
Oh, did I level up?
So, what ended up happening is I found one with a cool anime-ass cover, and I should note, this was around the time when I was having my, Weeb Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always been a Dragon Ball Z and Toonami guy in general, but then, I got Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. It wasn't even the Storm ones. Back when I thought Narc was good.
Don't feel
'Cause I didn't know
ashamed. Don't feel ashamed. We all had those that period.
Yeah. So Narc Ultimate Ninja 3 was what introduced me to the anime game genre. And I was like, oh, this looks like that show that I loved but was too ashamed to talk to people about, Cardcaptor Sakura. For context, the first anime I ever watched was actually Cardcaptor Sakura, not Dragon Ball, and I really liked it, but it was kind of the dicks at school were like, Ermagerd, it's a girls' show, and I was like, but I like it, but I was bullied as a child, so you know how it is.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was like, it reminds me of that, so I bought it.
Ooh,
Was a bootleg, straight up Japanese.
Oh, yours.
It was the Japanese version of Digital Devil Saga,
I couldn't defeat it.
which is an early PS2 SMT spin-off. It was entirely in Japanese. I had no idea what was going on. It was this entire, confusing sort of mess, honestly. And that was my introduction to the SMT series. And I should note, I believe that did one of the player characters... So, in that one, you didn't raise monsters, the player characters each transformed into a monster.
Cool.
I believe one of them was a lady whose breasts were monster mouths in her monster form. So that was very confusing for young Fuzzy.
Down and die already.
As I'm sure you can imagine.
Isn't my style.
I hate those things.
Oh, the hands? Yeah, those suck.
Why they gotta be so grabby? Is the problem. Strong bad touch energy.
Okay. So, this is it. So,
I mean, I say bad touch energy, but Neil is running Mara.
I've got Mara. Yeah.
Let me see. Ah!
I needed a fight.
Oh, have you not seen Mara before?
No, I have. No, it was one of the bonus bosses in Kamoshida's dungeon in P5.
Well, it was the torn head of Mara,
Ugh.
which was somehow even grosser. If you think about it.
Incredibly challenging. My goodness.
But yeah, I was just like, I needed fire-resistant persona, so Mara went, fuck it, why not? It's got a decent
What
enough
level are you
lineup.
at?
80. Everyone in the main party should be 80 now, yeah.
So you should be strong enough to basically cheese the final boss. Or at least not have too tough a time with it.
I wouldn't say that, but we should be okay.
I do think boss battles tend to be easier in Persona, because you can just, I feel like a lot of RPGs are like this, where a lot of characters are kind of designed for longer, or, for boss battles, more or less. And they don't do as well in,
Wow.
just mob encounters.
I'm surprised you made it this far.
Fuck you. Your dungeon is bullshit. I hate it.
He knows, and he gets off on that. Really enjoys that you hate it.
Thus far.
Naoto, stop. We don't need a confession right now. We just need to beat his ass. We can get the confession afterwards.
You had
Remember.
suspicions that this world was dangerous, yet you threw Mayumi Yamano into the TV. Knowing full well that Miss Yamano died here, you did the same to Saki Konishi. Not only that, but you duped Namatame into taking over your murder
Wait a second.
attempts while you watched like a spectator at a game.
Is this conversation still there if Naoto's not in your party?
Everyone's present.
Everyone in the entire squad is present.
When the
Fair enough.
disappeared stopped dying, you sent a warning letter to ensure more victims.
I wish just, not having in the... having them in the party meant they weren't there for cutscenes. I would have been saved so much Yosuke.
Even when a
Yosuke
copycat
does
killer
suck,
arose,
yes.
you had the gall as a detective to eliminate a suspect under investigation. 2 people died in the last 6 months, and a young girl is now in critical condition. But that's not all. If at any turn something had gone wrong, many more would have succumbed.
And, you know, the stuff he's doing right now is going to lead to the deaths of the entire town.
All for some foolish excitement, like a criminal reveling in the chaos he creates.
Not like a
To be
criminal.
fair, that is kind of what serial killers do, right? That's like the whole point of it.
Yeah,
It's like, you don't try and like reason with a serial killer.
He's not like a criminal. He is a criminal.
Yeah! It's like, he's a cop. That should have been enough for you.
What's your point? All I did was put people in here. It's the world that really kills them, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure that's like legal. That doesn't hold up in court.
Yeah,
That
but
wasn't
if you-
homicide, I believe is the term for it.
Yeah, if you stick somebody in a fucking wood chipper, the wood chipper is what kills them, but you're still the one responsible.
Not even that. Like,
People's
literally,
thoughts.
there are cases where if you leave someone out in the cold without sufficient protection and they die of hypothermia, you are culpable.
Dear. Does that mean the real culprit?
Oh, don't try that, Adachi. I'm not even gonna
To
let you
hell
finish
with
that. Yosuke, shut up. You don't get to talk here.
You did that stuff knowing full well those people were gonna die. If that's not a crime, then what is?
I don't care if you've got a good point, Yosuke. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, the Fox is slacking on his job. Fox is supposed to watch over Yosuke and bite him if he tries to speak.
You're so self-righteous.
I wish the Fox was in our party instead of Yosuke.
Yep.
You say that!
Problem
Are you a
is-
police officer?
Like
Okay,
the police
let's not go
care.
there. We all know what jokes we want to make here.
I'm
But,
everything you could have been. Didn't you
Mhm.
specifically choose to join the police?
Yes, because he's like a
Don't make
serial
me
killer.
laugh. Just because someone joins the police doesn't make them some kind of agent of justice.
Wow, Adachi
Wow,
saying
just spelled it out
ACAB.
for us.
Look, Adachi's a
You know
dick,
why
but
I
like he's
applied?
got a point.
So I could legally carry a gun. That's all. You'd be surprised how many are like that.
I think you'd be surprised at how
It's-
unsurprised we are.
Persona is being surprisingly based, and I don't know how to feel about it. Right now.
Yeah.
Also, bear
Yeah.
in mind, this came
I
out
thought
quite
it
a
would be
while ago,
fun,
so it was
too.
ahead of its time.
To tell the
This is
truth,
2000,
that was a
2008,
wash.
2012, whatever
Everyone
you want to
around
call
me
it.
was such an
2008 was the
idiot.
base game.
I made one tiny
This is
mistake,
base game, so
and they
yeah,
all got on my case and
2008.
sent me out
They were
here to
already like,
Nowheresville as
this is why
punishment.
I feel so complicated about Atlas, because like, on the one
I
hand,
was bored
they've got
shitless
material
and
like
wondering
this, and
what
on
to
the
do
other hand,
next.
Yosuke
When
exists
I
in the same
discovered
game.
this path,
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Very
It's-
mixed bag.
It's
It's a very
very
mixed bag.
confusing. It's very much designed by council, right?
I mean, the
Good design by
other
committee.
issue is, you know, it's you can have people who are, you know, fully progressive in terms of, you know,
That's a very good point, actually.
thinking badly about cops, you know, politicians, all that jazz, and still be like fucking queerphobic.
That's like a very good point, and it's like, it's one of those things that reminds you, oh right, humanity is complicated, and I wish it wasn't.
Like, the amount of, you know, you look at some of the transphobic people out and about now, right now. Some of them are just fascists and fascist enablers. Some of them are legitimately like progressive people, except for their transphobia. That doesn't mean they should be allowed free reign, but that is just the point I'm making is that you can be progressive and still be queerphobic.
As
Feel
it
like
turns
Tom
out,
Brady.
Loud. Why a bastard like you?
I'd like to point out that in this particular game, there's been no, like, real, preference shown to who gets the ability to go into the TVs. It's not like P5, where only certain people got chosen. As far as I can tell, everybody's had the ability to go on the TV. That just very few people just, you know, happen to lean up against their TV at night, at midnight when it's raining.
yeah, it's
A gift for
definitely
having
much
to
more
put
of
up this lame
a
job out in Nowheresville, I guess. I did that stuff 'cause I could. and it got interesting, so I watched.
Man, you're such a psychopath.
That's your reason? You can't be
He is
serious.
a sick bastard.
He's like a typical. Okay, I've been watching. So my grandma like really likes police
Let's be honest,
procedurals.
there's
So
nothing
we
great about the
watch a
real
lot of
world,
Criminal
is there?
Minds reruns.
It's just dull and
And I'm
annoying
like,
as hell.
I'd love to have the writers of Criminal Minds do an episode like on Persona 4, or like just have their take on it, because it seems like it would be a fun episode, because he is like textbook sadistic type serial killer.
Have you watched
I think
Bones?
Criminal Minds ended a few years ago.
I think there's a revival. A lot of those procedurals are having a revival now. Law and Order is getting a revival.
Law and Order never fucking stopped.
No, Law and Order SVU never stopped, but basic Law and Order in
No one
America
accepts
did in
that's the way
fact
things
stop.
are.
Then
They
it
just
started
accept
again.
it because they can't deny
Like
it
sometime
either.
in the mid
Those who actually
2010s.
succeed in life
Yes, and then it started
just
again
happen
this
to be
year.
born with a magic ticket called
Say,
Oh, I wish that talent was the thing that made people succeed in life. I wish it was the case, but it's not, Adachi.
nope.
If you don't have
It's all
it,
about
you can either
Monet
accept or
and
deny that fact until you
connections.
die.
Yeah.
That's your only choice. Once you realize that, all you have left in life is despair. The ultimate game over.
Yeah, have you watched Bones, Fuzzy?
I grew up on that shit.
Good.
Wouldn't it be better if that kind of reality was wiped
I
away?
still
was
fucking
like-
love it.
It's great. The later seasons were
Later season, there is a definite downturn in quality, but I think that's the same for pretty much any show that gets
it's like,
gets
but
to
yeah,
its
early
point.
Bones. Okay, you know what? There was a decision that the writers made that I really, really, really hated.
BS.
Like
Was it
so
a character
much.
death?
No.
It's usually a character death.
Zach or Sweets?
Zach.
Brats like
Yeah,
you are
that's
so
fair.
damn naive.
That's fair.
Piss me off.
Sweets was at least not a character assassination.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I totally
Right?
understand it. But what
Sweets,
makes it?
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm mad about the Sweets thing.
Yeah,
I will never
Listen,
not be mad about
You
the
might
Sweets
have
thing,
hopes and
especially
dreams
the
like
way
that,
it
but that's
went
only
down.
because you know
Yeah.
nothing about reality. One day you'll see.
But like the
You'll be
Zach
faced
thing,
with
just
the boring
like as an
reality that
autistic
boxes you in,
person,
no matter where
it was
you go.
extremely like when you. It's like when you.
Zach's the autistic coded guy who got brainwashed by a serial killer, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And just
I
like
fucking remember that episode. That was
as
really not
as
fun.
as an autistic person, when you
You're the
see,
only boring
when
thing
the
here.
character that you identify with the most
Sorry, I
comes
just
back.
sorry for laughing in the middle of that, but just Kanji clearly is not following what Adachi is saying and just took one word and made an insult out of it.
That is
Yeah.
like
If you want to disappear, go ahead. Stop dragging us into it.
But yeah, I definitely understand it. I think it is softened a little bit by the fact that season 4 is probably the best season of the show.
even then, it's like when you have
Stop
the
yelling,
character
punk.
that
I
is
understand
basically,
you're all
oh my
afraid
god,
and gotta
it's
act tough
me,
to cover it up.
and then you're like,
Jeez.
oh no.
I understand. It is a rough decision. It was made mainly because they were getting shafted by the writer's strike.
I'm telling you all this.
Oh
based
yeah,
on
the
my own
fucking writer's
experience.
strike that kind of derailed like
Think about
90%
it for a
of shows that
Yeah.
that came out at that time.
You can tell exactly which seasons were struck by the writer's strike because they're the ones with like 10 episodes compared to others that have like 20 or 25. Because
Yeah,
Scrubs is very much the same.
I remember
Once everyone
Lost and
turns into
Supernatural
shadows,
were also
they'll still keep on
some of
living,
those I watched
oblivious
that got
to
really
all
I
bad
mean,
effect on it.
as
So how's
later
that different
seasons
from the
of
way it
Lost
is
and
now?
Supernatural demonstrated,
This makes
it may have made things worse, but in the long term, it didn't really make
Come
much of a
on.
difference to
How
the
many
show's
people
quality,
out
if you
there
know what I'm
actually
saying.
think
I
about
mean, it
what's
was only
real
season 3
and
of
what's right and
Supernatural.
wrong?
Seasons 4 and
Next to
5
none,
were
I
really
bet.
good.
It's useless
It's just
to
everything
think about
after
those
that was
things in the
downhill.
first
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, season 3 was not the peak of the show writing quality, but
You don't get
after
anything
season
out of
5,
facing reality,
yeah.
and there's no way to change it either. I mean, what could be more boring than brooding over things you can't change?
Yeah, as much as I love the first 3 seasons of Bones, seasons 4 to 6 are peak Bones.
Kind of how it is with all of those.
It's better to just ignore
procedurals,
it,
isn't it?
Believe only what you
Yeah,
want
they
to believe
peak
in
somewhere after they've gotten
They peak
themselves
somewhere around the season 5 to 6 mark, generally.
some
Doesn't
give or
that
take a
sound
season or
lot
two. Yeah.
easier?
Yeah, it's
Would
not
be
an
awesome
exact
if everyone's
science, but
life
like
could be
you
that
can
easy.
generally map it out.
No matter who you
Like
are,
Golden Age
your
NCIS, for
lifespan is
instance,
about
was
80
like
years or so,
around
right?
seasons 3 to
Wouldn't it
6
be
or
easier if we
so,
all just became shadows?
and
Yeah, but
now a zombie.
No need to hold
I've
back
been
anything.
watching that.
No more pretending we don't see
those
things.
seasons specifically. It's like I watch it
We don't
on
need
like
our
a
world
network
anymore.
that only has the license for the earlier seasons.
Yeah, I mean the early seasons with
Better to let it be
Ziva's
swallowed
first
up
few
and
seasons
for
are really
mankind
good.
to turn into
Yes,
I'm being
I.
That's what all those
And
people
then
who are
leading
scared
up
to
to
death
like
really
her
want.
dad's death, that's kind of like that arc. It's kind of where NCIS peaks.
Just to
Yeah.
interrupt again, can we just stop listening to him and beat him the fuck up? It's getting kind of
I
boring
like
just
that's one of
listening
the
to him
biggest
rant.
flaws of like JRPG protagonists
So
is
it's
like you
my
gotta
duty
like
to see that they get it.
have a 4-hour conversation with God before you kill him.
Like,
God or Satan. One of the two.
but again, I'm comparing it to P5 because it's the main comparison point I have. P5's villains were generally more interesting. Especially the overall villain.
I don't know. Kaneshiro feels a bit lackluster compared to the first two.
Kaneshiro was a bit. Kaneshiro was lackluster.
It's just you, dumbass.
Kaneshiro is basically the stepping stone from personal villains to societal villains.
Yeah, it felt that way.
Jeez, don't you remember what it was like when your shadow came out?
No, because we didn't have one, because we're fucking baller.
It must have been enjoying life far more than you.
Yeah, and then we stomped
No!
into the ground. Fuck you, Adachi. Fucking worthless.
no, I'm
waste
pretty
of
sure
space.
that.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so here's a question. What's the theme of Persona 4?
You all saw shadows as mere monsters, didn't you?
Small town.
These
Something
No,
or other.
no. Like the broad scope theme, because like Persona 3's theme is death. Persona 5's theme is conformity
Rebellion.
versus rebellion and versus conformity. What's Persona 4's theme?
Isn't it like
I think it's
accepting
supposed to be
yourself?
accepting your true self.
Yeah,
Yeah.
accepting your whole self. Not even necessarily your true self, just your whole self. Which is
again,
why it's
makes
so
it even
disappointing
more-
that Yosuke didn't have
Yeah,
his gay
Yosuke- yeah.
storyline. And that, Kanji's queer-coded storyline, isn't
Fizzles out.
and Naoto's incredibly queer-coded personality and storyline is not played out.
Living
thing
is too
about
painful
Naoto,
for
though,
you,
is,
but you don't wanna die?
I'm pretty sure
Of course
Naoto
no
is
one
the
would
like the
understand. It makes no
widely
sense.
agreed upon best
You're just throwing a
romanceable
tantrum like a
option,
kid who
regardless of
can't
their
have his
gender.
way.
It's. I think from what I've heard, it's a toss-up between Naoto and Yukiko.
I know.
It's like the most vanilla option.
I know a lot of people have said they don't want to romance Naoto because that means getting in the way of her and Kanji's relationship.
I do not read Naoto and
can't
Kanji
live
as like
alone.
romantic.
It's definitely not on Naoto's end. Kanji, on the other hand, definitely has a crush.
He
Does
has
it-
a crush, but I don't think it's like. It's like. I
Look,
think
this-
it's like more a. It's
this-
a crush. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's like.
Yeah, there's
It's a crush,
a
it's nothing really deeper than that.
there's a definite bond there, and I ignored the fuck out of it because I know what I like.
If you give in and sever your ties to human society, it will naturally become hard to live in it. Yet you refuse
You know what's funny? This is the
admit your
opposite
fault,
thesis for
running
Persona
from
5,
your own
isn't it?
humanity like a coward. And though you claim to find life troublesome, you cause nothing but trouble for many others. Your twisted logic is that of an immature, egotistic brat.
Shut up!
Finally, someone called him out.
Oh, that's such a nerve, didn't it, you prick?
Stop trying to act all tough!
Don't need to act it, we are tough. Fuck you.
You guys can't even stand on your own, unless you deny everything I said!
It here looks like an actual upside-down
You have
smile.
no idea what kind of shit I've been through!
Well, you murdered two people.
Swearing?
My ass! I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it flat out!
Little bits, yeah.
I think there was the F-bomb, but they're
You're
swearing.
just a
I think
worthless
the virus they go is shit.
I've also seen bastard,
This will
ass,
probably be our
and
last
bitch.
battle. Let's hit him with everything
Okay.
we've got.
Female dog is definitely a swear word that has like troubling connotations in the modern day. But
I mean,
like,
I'm pretty sure the only ones who've used it are villains. Because I
The world is
believe
about to
Adachi
change.
used it.
So how do we feel about the term which means child born out of wedlock? Is that still a swear at this point, or is that kind of just
Bastard.
like a
It
word
depends
people
on
say?
context, I think.
I mean, it's
A lot of these words.
yeah.
depend on context.
I mean, I think it's lost its meaning in terms of it being an insulting swear word in the sense that it's insulting somebody for being a child born out of wedlock. I think it's definitely
Yeah.
lost that meaning.
Yeah,
Your existence.
kind of just
won't
it just like
belong
it's synonymous with your kind
I
of
thought I could just
Yeah.
leave you
Yeah.
be.
because like
You're like a
being
plague.
born out of
I'll
wedlock
have to
is
get rid of
well,
all of
I
you.
can't really say it's not a problem because I would
Let's
actually
do
say
it.
there's
If we work
more
together,
parts of the
there's
world
no
where it's a
chance we
problem
could
than it
lose
is
to a
where
man
it's
like
not.
this.
Sadly,
Yeah.
you kind of haven't
Apparently-
really reached.
Apparently it's a big problem in Japan, and apparently
It's a
that's
big problem
why
in most of Asia.
yeah.
I can't
Parts
believe
of
he's the
Asia,
one.
parts of like
That bastard.
the Americas.
No
I-
matter what.
Parts of Africa, I believe.
So, okay, yeah, I got that. Cool. Let's side on the fuck out of him.
Basically everywhere except a lot of Europe.
And a good chunk of North America as well. Like, it's not an
Yes,
issue in
on
most
the
of the
s-
US or Canada, but it's still an
I
issue in some
vibe
parts of
with
the US or Canada. I said most,
I'm
not
gonna
all.
save Yukiko's SP.
Like, legit,
Here goes.
yeah, no, the Deep South is always... Okay, so, here's a fun thing. You ever think about how purity culture has just kind of like started slowly taking over fandom spaces?
How so?
Like, there seems to be like an increasing backlash against like sex and sexuality related things, and using that as a straw man to argue against something rather than like actually saying the base of what's wrong with something. Like, oh, this thing is gross and icky because it has sexual content or something like that.
Probably taking the lesson.
Rather than like saying
I,
the sexual content doesn't make something problematic. It doesn't. Something is not in and of itself problematic because it has sexual content.
Fuck you, Adachi.
I'm actually really curious about it because I haven't really noticed it as much. In fact, it's almost been the opposite for me, where people seem to like make fun of authors who are a bit more skittish around sexual content.
I think it depends on the fandom spaces you occupy. I've seen a lot more of the thing I'm talking about on sites like Tumblr.
Ha! Eat shit, you missed. Well, me.
Tumblr is kind of a very
It's a weird website. I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird website.
Ooh,
like
something could work.
okay. How much do you think that has to do with the fact that Tumblr is no longer a sex positive site?
Persona.
Or like
I mean,
by which
part of
I
it.
mean like the corporate side of Tumblr was like no more porn.
Well, it wasn't even Tumblr's fault. It was they were being straight up delisted from the App Store because Apple was being sex negative, basically.
Yeah. So, but
Their hand was forced as like
at the same
either.
time, did this sort
Yeah.
of purity culture sort of happen? Though I have my own like thoughts and feelings on that because I'm kind of like I understand not liking sexual content. I really do.
Come, Himiko.
Gets weird.
Holy shit.
When
Risa actually helped us.
not as much about.
Persona.
Like, basically what I'm trying to say is, sometimes it's not just that there's people have a problem with sexual content. It's more that like they're weird about it, like very
Yeah.
specific, almost fetishistic ways.
Well, they're either weird about it, like they are fetishizing something, or they're weird about it in that they are like shaming someone for having
Actually,
a
you know
specific
what?
kink.
No, This is how I'd like to phrase it. I think the idea of purity has become a fetish.
Hmm.
You kind of get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
You only hit one person, Adachi, you fuck up.
Look, Adachi, he's a serial killer. Doesn't make him competent.
Oh man, this is somewhat feeling like the mini boss battle before the final boss in P5. No. Before Shido's boss fight.
I mean, that's kind of what this is in the context of Golden, right?
Like the Trader's boss fight, I will say.
You don't need to go lay on me. I already know who the traitor is.
Fair enough.
It's a very the game's been out for 7 years. It's a very broadly known
I
spoiler.
didn't want to make assumptions.
Not difficult to understand.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's
Fair enough.
incredibly like. I'm sure you would have guessed it even if you hadn't been spoiled, right?
Oh no, it's quite obvious.
Yeah, no, it's like they don't really make an effort to hide it.
Yeah. But yeah, the first time I did Akechi's boss fight, I felt really bad because he went on this. He obviously goes on this whole rant before the fight, and then once we got to the fight, my personas just blocked everything he had, so it wasn't even a fair fight.
You know what's funny, and this is very much intentional. Thor hard counters Akechi.
Yeah.
Because Loki, right?
Yes, yeah. Thor is literally either immune to or reflects, or like is basically immune to all of the damage that, other than physical, that Loki can do.
Damn it! You're all such a pain in the ass! I'll kill you! Just like I did those other ones!
Naoto, did you have a recording going? He just confessed. He just confessed. This one could be rough, depending on who gets affected.
How much do y'all know about Persona lore?
What was that?
How much do y'all know about Persona, like wider SMT Persona lore?
Very little. Oh my god,
God. Oh, this is unfair. This is so unfair.
I told you were gonna cheese it.
That wasn't even intentional. I don't get to choose when that happens. That's a little concern that I would be missing a turn with our pro tag, but no.
It's over.
Eat shit, Adachi, you bitch.
Here goes. Classic time. Bastards! There's no way I can lose. It makes no sense. I can't lose.
No, you can do nothing but lose at this point.
After a certain point,
Eat shit! I had a homunculus. Oh god. Let me just check that. I forgot that was. Oh good. Trumpeter knows it, so whatever happens, he can't hit me.
Oh my god.
No, he can hit me with wind and physical, but I doubt he's gonna do enough damage in one turn to kill.
Persona.
I highly doubt he will.
Let's go.
And the point is that because I've got the skill that halves SP usage for spells, and I've got Invigorate, which is +7 SP each turn on pretty much every persona I've got. I'm not even using SP up at this point, because the target 1 dying skills are 6 SP for me. I get 7 SP back a turn.
Persona.
Admittedly, the others like Kanji are in a little bit of trouble, which is why he's just gonna start going for the bonk. This one might be a little
kind of
difficult.
designed for bonking.
Yeah.
No, don't get scared.
Ah,
I'm with you.
fuck you. Whatever.
Persona.
Yukiko's pretty much here to do
Does
this.
Rise as Oracle compared to Futaba?
Worse. A lot worse.
Yeah. This seems to be a theme in Persona 4 versus 5, doesn't it?
Eat shit at Dachi. Two of the party fucking resist that insta-kill death move. But it didn't work on the other two, so fuck you, Adachi.
Insta-kill is like the worst element.
I mean, yeah,
I call it an element because it's basically treated like traditional element. Like, it never works at any... It's like... It's pointless to use it on, like, just the mooks.
Yeah.
And bosses are all immune to it anyway, so what's the point? That's kind of why Alice isn't great as a Persona in most games, because, like, her main move is an insta-kill move.
You should have Dachi.
Her signature move, rather.
Persona!
Thanks, Risei. Saves me the trouble of doing it.
So who do you think is the, intended waifu for this game?
Probably Yukiko. Or Risei.
Yeah, you? Yeah.
Yukiko or Risei. Also, like... fuck you, Adachi, you did nothing. You did fucking nothing. That was so fucking... You are a worthless piece of shit.
Easy.
You're a worthless piece of shit.
Pathetic.
Unfortunately, that's because there's another fight up to come.
Alright,
To be fair, though.
I'm not...
Alright, level up!
To be fair, though.
And this one's gonna be a lot harder. A lot harder.
Damn, this is lame.
We're totally righteous,
stuff
bro.
like that?
Yeah, we're totally righteous, bro.
Well, our world's gonna disappear soon, no matter what. I didn't have anywhere to go back to anyways.
Hey, that was happening, whatever. You're going to jail, buddy.
Everyone's gonna become shadows.
Oh boy.
What the?
All humans will become shadows, and I shall descend upon the united world as the master of order.
Ah, they always do this.
Descend.
Look, it's not an SMT game
What's
if
with this
the
guy
final
all of a
boss
sudden?
isn't God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good in P5 as well.
What's happening?
Guys, this isn't Adachi. It's someone completely different.
Both this world and yours will soon be enclosed in a fog that never lifts.
Meh.
It will be the peaceful world that mankind has longed for.
Mankind doesn't long for a peaceful world. It longs for a fucking warlike world. Competition.
Who are
Man,
you?
like, the human species is kind of hardwired for
Amino
competition
Yeah.
and evil, but
Because
like...
they had to when they first evolved, and it hasn't been long enough for those instincts to be to evolve out of us.
I mean, there's also,
One who rules
like,
the fog,
compassion and
unawakened by man's
such as also
desires.
evolutionarily advantaged.
But at the same time, compassion is highly conditional.
Do
Yes.
what you
We
will,
also have tribalism.
but your world's erosion cannot be stopped. It is an inevitability.
I mean, sure, eventually this world is going to
Yeah,
crumble
fair
into
enough.
nothing, but it's not going to be because of you.
You played your part well.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Of the masses into madness.
You don't get to destroy the world, only
Will
humanity
soon
gets to
come
do that.
an end.
I mean, that's
Destroy us all!
I mean, that's pretty much the plot of Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, or the concept. Or the main character's going, I'm gonna put a stop to this world-ending threat because I want to end the world.
Nice.
It's also the only series I know of with a good yandere.
Mankind will
Oh,
soon
fun.
become shadows and live on in the darkness of the fog, oblivious of their reality.
What the hell are you? Why are you doing this?
Yosuke, shut up. This is too high of a tier for you to get in on.
I am the one that shepherds humans to their true desires. Though their hearts longed for peace, it could never be attained. So they tore down
Something
the wall
Kingdom
between
Hearts.
image and reality.
Oh, don't get those people started.
This is the outcome desired by mankind. and mankind's desires.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts fans, you are those people. Live with it.
That is why I decided to expand this world.
Kingdom Hearts fans are like the worst intersection of weebs
This
and...
is part of the sea of unconsciousness that exists within human hearts. A hollow forest born from bloated desire and false imagery.
So basically, does a Persona game only happen when some wannabe god gets bored and creates a world?
Yes.
Cool.
Explicit. That's what an SMT game happens in general. It's literally the plot of every
things
SMT.
as they see fit. They wish not for truth, but rather prefer the undesirable
Also,
to be hidden in.
no, canonically speaking, you realize
Humans
we're fighting Mementos right now.
Nah.
That brief yearning for truth becomes a ray of light, which breaks the fog and torments the shadows.
I'll put him down just like I put Adachi down.
Like I'm pretty sure we're in Mementos right now, like as of this
nearby at that
sequence.
time. A hollow forest. Then this place isn't simply affected by people's hearts. It actually exists inside them?
Mankind abandoned its pursuit of truth, placing itself in the depth of chaos and falsehood.
It did that a long time ago, buddy. This is nothing new.
Thus,
I don't think he's even implying that it's
strength has
new.
grown,
I'm not trying to
and
defend the
fog
dude, but he's
will
like...
not lift. Your world will be engulfed by the hollow forest.
Will it be a purple forest?
Will you shut up already?
Thank you! Finally, someone said it.
That reminds me, Fuzzy, you had issue with how the Jujutsu Kaisen anime did Hollow Purple because you thought it was more of a beam than a ball, right?
I also didn't like that it was like, kind of, it was more CG than just... It's like, I can't imagine that would have been particularly hard to do.
And it'll all be over.
Like, beams like, they've been doing it since Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure beams and...
It wasn't a
blasts
beam.
Are established.
It wasn't a beam, it was a ball.
No, I realize it, I just wish it was a beam.
Oh, you wish it was a beam. Okay.
Though, to be fair, it was more ambiguous in the first appearance of Hollow Purple. It became much more obvious later on, but that it was like, it was a blast rather than a beam. But in the first appearance, we kind of just saw him snap his fingers and then we saw the crater.
I mean,
Beam crater and blast crater don't look that different in that context.
But yeah, I've watched the one from the God, I can't remember what the arc is called. The fucking fight in the forest.
Where it was introduced, yeah.
The what's it called? The
Sure. School competition.
The school competition arc. Yeah, I've watched that one a few times now. I've not actually watched the episode, but I've watched it in like AMVs, and it definitely is a ball.
The anime, yes, definitely. Like in the manga as well, but like it's much less obvious that it's a ball in the manga.
It's much less obvious because obviously, you know, you don't see it in motion. Generally, you get, you know, one panel of Gojo bringing the ball into existence, and then the next panel shows the destruction.
Exactly, which is why it's very hard to distinguish.
Yes.
Then the Midnight Channel, was that phenomenon also your doing?
Humans fail to see things as they truly are. They choose to see only what they wish. I acted only in support of this.
I say again, why are we letting a crazy person talk?
A world filled with desires.
Crazy god.
Crazy god. Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what role they have in the universe. I don't really want to listen to him.
Humans departed from reality of their own volition, craving more false images.
Yep.
A window that shows people what they want.
I mean,
to see.
the worst part is that he's not really nothing he's saying is wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
He's just being a dick about it.
So that's why those who got famous suddenly appeared on the Midnight Channel, one after another. It was all in people's minds.
I have to say, it must be true. The Midnight Channel we saw in Namatame's hospital room, that kept bothering me since. What we saw there wasn't Namatame's true intentions at all.
Man, Naruto looks good in those glasses.
Then it came
I mean,
because we were
Naruto
all
looks
thinking
good in
this
basically
person must be
everything.
the killer.
Yeah.
He
Is
can't
the
be
thing.
forgiven.
There's a reason why they're
We
like
let ourselves be deluded.
premier P4 waifu.
I absolutely love their her dancing game outfit.
Exactly. The more false images one yearns for, the more one stops yearning for reality. And so the forest grows on. That is the expansion of this world.
Enough talk already!
Thank God, Kanji is agreeing with us. He's fucking sick of this shit.
Long story short, you're the one behind all this! Yeah, I don't know who you are, but you're going down!
The himbo side just didn't understand any of
God
this.
God bless the himbo energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stop a monologue? The easiest way is just bring a himbo.
Yeah, the dumbass side of the group just didn't follow any of this and just went, shut the fuck up.
People want to become shadows? Their desire is your desire? We kept fighting and fighting like morons to get where we're standing.
To be fair, doing anything like a moron is not hard for you, Yosuke.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that I
Like
did
a
not
moron?
foresee. The ability to master your own shadow that emerged to kill you and use its power. A new and uncertain facet of mankind.
I don't know, it's not that new.
Is worthy to put my
Three games
trust
worth of people prior to this managed to do
Or
it.
technically, because like there were 2 twos.
Four games worth of people then.
It must be tested.
Oh, thank God, are we finally fighting? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, ooh.
Hell?
I don't think there's going to be enough left of Adachi to stand trial. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you never know. God bless the early 2000s or late 2000s anime cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's Sumibozu!
So this is the cause of all the fog?
Not gonna lie,
But damn, what
you've
you
given
came
us a
for.
very
You've
easy
done what
target
you
to
want
aim
so
for.
far, but that'll end when we crush you.
Precisely.
Then we know what we gotta do now.
I don't want people to turn into shadows.
We'll defeat it for sure. I'll back you up with everything I've got. This thing has no right to exist.
Good old solid Persona protagonists.
Why use many word when few word do trick?
I don't know, I actually like protagonists talk.
To be fair, I'm fairly sure Joker and P5 at the very least spoke more than you does.
He definitely does speak more.
Yeah.
Not to mention he just has more personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a
This is
silent
the end.
protagonist is
This
not
time,
synonymous
it's
with a
all
lack of
over.
personality.
Yeah.
A lot of developers don't seem to realize that.
No, Joker has a shit ton of personality, and you can make it snarky if you want.
Let's finish
Mhm.
off
And it
ugly.
helps that, like,
We ain't about to let a
apparently
gross-looking
the
eyeball do whatever it
canon
wants.
sort of anime version is fully
Yeah.
like, no, it's the snarky one is canon.
Let me just chat. Nope. No real, Okay, so... Megadine, Zydine, Rakidine, Megaradine... Right, okay. I can't stop the almighty damage, because... Apparently we don't get to be resistant to almighty damage, unlike the shadows.
Again, this is like that defeats the entire point of almighty damage,
Yeah, no, I agree.
which is just infuriating.
I agree. So... Fire, lightning, and... Is there even any physical? I think they must be physical. Yeah, there's physical. Okay. So... Fire, lightning, and wind. Probably won't have anything that covers all of it, but... Can cover most of it, that'd be helpful. It might be Yoshitsune's time to shine.
He doesn't have, like, his, main... Like, the move that he is used for it. He doesn't have it yet. Not
Nah.
Level 83, right? Has he hit 83 yet, or...?
God, no.
Yeah.
Like 78, 79.
Yeah, without Hatsotobi, you're not really getting anywhere with Yoshi.
Nah.
Let's go.
Damn it!
It's over.
Went through the entire fucking Adachi battle without missing.
At this point, I think we can safely assume that Adachi was never meant to be a battle.
No, probably
Really.
not. Oh no! You've silenced Kanji! Kanji can't use his persona! Oh no! It's not like I was just gonna have him bonk you!
Persona!
You fucking idiot!
All yours.
I mean, that's the funny thing. Like, in so many of these boss battles, Kanji has been the one silenced, but it's just like, I'm never using him for his persona.
Wonder if that's hard-coded into the game.
I don't know. It just
Make it a bit
seems
easier or
dumb.
something.
Just seems so very dumb, like... Bonk. Yeah.
So, we know Kanji's the designated bonker, but
Can't use
who
his persona.
is he sending to Hornydale most frequently?
Rise.
Who's the thirstiest P4 character?
Rise. 100%
Rise.
Rise.
Use his persona.
Oh, right. I forgot about her, yeah.
100% Rise. She is thirsty as shit.
Yeah. Though
Yeah,
Teddy
this
is
shit-
also really horny on me as well.
Look, we don't talk about the Persona mascot characters.
Persona.
Oh. Ha! Eat shit! Pick the worst person to do that to, you prick.
Kanji can't use his persona.
Oh no, what a tragedy. So let's... Salvation. Fucking expensive, I don't care. I got plenty of SP up items. As long as I'm doing
Yeah, you
damage...
should be fine.
As long as I'm doing damage with ourselves and Naoto, then Kanji can do whatever the fuck he wants. Nah. Ooh.
Tanks it like a champ.
Wow, that did jack all.
Yep.
That is so much less than I was expecting it to.
All yours.
No. I'm not wasting a salvation on this. I'm gonna waste one of those. There you go, Kanji. Have 30% back. The giant eye, Kanji. How are you missing? That was a little more annoying.
Persona.
This seems a lot less, like, tricky than P5's overall boss.
To be fair, at this point, you can't really say that it's the overall boss. It's more like, in the context of Golden, it is definitely a penultimate boss fight.
Even in Royale, like, Like,
don't spoil that.
I know, I'm trying not to say their name, but you know the.
It's been spoiled. I know who it is, but like, let's just for the sake of
yeah, but
spoilers.
that particular boss is so fucking fiddly.
Why act against the wishes of your fellow man? Consider, is that truly just?
I mean, when the wishes of your fellow man are like dickish, it's like not really that unthinkable to
also
act against them.
Why are you saying that people don't want the fog to lift? All I've heard about the fog is fucking complaints. People are bitching about the fog every minute of every day.
I mean, I can understand if he's like talking in a sort of metaphorical sense, but
you
yes,
fucking missed me, you dick. Oh no, Kanji can't use his fucking persona. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. Anywho.
Himiko!
Thanks, Risei.
Kanji can't use his persona.
I'm gonna heal anyway with the salvation because I didn't think to keep just the heal spell.
Doesn't it suck that you don't have Dad who gives you coffee
Yeah.
and curry? You're stuck with a cop.
Let's go.
You know what?
Y'all want to talk about the Emoto archetype? I was thinking about like the differences between Sojiro and what's his face and like Nanako and Futaba. I'm like, which do you guys prefer?
I haven't gone to Futaba yet, so I can't say.
Alright.
All yours.
It's a tough one because
Apples to orange comparison as well.
yeah, because while
one of them is very much designed to be target for Protect, and the other one is just hornied up by everyone, including the developers.
I mean, I was just gonna say they are the same archetype in the sense that they are, you know, both the little sister type, but but they very much don't take on the same role in the story. Like Futaba is a lot more active in the
It makes sense. She's not
P5
that
story.
much younger than them, whereas Anako's like what, 7?
Yeah. I think she's like 6 or 7. She is a child.
Hold on, what? It's not necessary? Didn't that dude just decrease our defense? Aru?
Was defense already up, or did it miss?
It didn't miss.
Period can miss.
Oh no, okay, I don't understand it, but fine, go for it. Means I get to do more damage. I could have sworn it did a defense down. Maybe it was only for a turn.
Oh, so I saw that Jack posted something about, I think it was Jack who posted something about the DualSense controller.
Persona!
A streamer I enjoy a great deal brought up a very interesting point. Why did they change the name of the controller to something that sounds vaguely like a sex toy?
I don't know, Fuzzy. Wish I could tell ya.
Also, whatever happened to the genital-based controllers?
Kanji's
Oh,
sick. Someone help him!
What now?
There was a time when a lot of people were talking about the controllers that were used in a teledildonic fashion. Sure, we're all aware of the field of teledildonics. No?
No.
Yes. Exactly what it sounds like.
Come on.
Yeah, basically, there was just a series of controllers released that you control with, you know... your joystick, as it were.
I imagine they took on a resurgence once VR porn started to be a thing.
Yes, actually, very much so.
Oh, absolutely.
You're
It was
electrocuting
developed
yourself.
for like the earliest generations of that.
Suffering and strife. Why will you
Yeah.
not understand this?
Kind of dumb like that.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure, as with most industries, the porn industry helped VR out a lot as well, didn't it?
Not surprising.
Persona!
Persona!
So, you know, I could change tactics, maybe try and up our stats, decrease its stats a little bit. I don't really especially feel the need.
I think you're like doing this easily enough that you don't really
Yeah.
need to min-max it like that. That's like necessary when the boss is like actually hard, but like this is more just like I think you just need to like get through it, sort of.
Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Okay, another thing that I just for some reason popped into my head because my brain is like borderline ADHD at times, which, like, as I said, my doctor has said I should get tested for it. I'll remember George of the Jungle.
Vaguely,
Yep.
Yeah, how do you feel about, like, what happened to that genre in general of, like, sort of things that were parodies, but still trying to be, like, sort of a competent product?
And George of the Jungle was basically, whatchamacallit. George of the Jungle was basically Tarzan, yeah.
Yeah, it was a Tarzan parody.
Goofy.
But, yes, but at the same time, it wasn't like... A lot of parodies are just like, oh my god, isn't it funny that I'm parodying this thing? It did try to be its own thing outside of the fact that it was a parody.
Yeah.
And that sort of, you don't see that as often anymore.
All yours!
Alright, now this is annoying me. Where is it? There we go. Fuck you.
Well, after this stream, I'm gonna, like, find a couple of cheat engine tables and see if you can use any of them, because I feel like it just will make your life off-stream a lot easier. Save the grinding, at least.
I'm honestly fine with it.
Thanks! Persona!
It's more that this just happened to come in the run-up to the stream happened to be a very busy time of my life in that had the anime stream on Saturday, which is always challenging to prepare for, and I'm gonna start moving out like tomorrow. So I've had to start packing shit up.
That's always fun.
I don't know how to, like... You guys ever feel like you've perpetually been in a busy time of your life for, like, the past decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I kind of hate the fact that we're not allowed to say adult. Like, people make fun of you for saying adulting is hard, because it is! I really don't want to do it. Like,
Here goes.
you kinda got, like, you gotta live somehow.
It's not, you know, not helping that I'm actually going to have to, you know, go out into the world in the worst cost of living crisis for several decades at least.
Not much better here in the U.S., honestly.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the old, third once-in-a-lifetime economic recession.
Let's go.
Thus far.
But I'm hoping
Yeah.
because everything is going to shit at the same time that the people won't stand for it and will, you know.
That's the hope, isn't it? That, like...
Here goes. Persona!
You fools. And I have no choice.
I've been doing this for a while, and you just, you know, could have done this earlier.
The deaths of those who would keep true peace from the world.
You haven't been trying to kill us?
Okay, so...
Hang tight now, Tokun.
Also,
Hurry
like-
and get back up.
I find it interesting that, kind of botched their,
Time for a counterattack.
their Japanese mythology thing, didn't they?
Kinda, yeah.
Because, like, it's, like, not as impactful or like, thematically appropriate
Okay.
as the... Like, Persona 3 was, like,
You paid for
Greek.
this.
Greco-Roman, for the most part. What was Persona 1 to a certain extent? And, like, it was basically Greco-Roman for a long time, because, you know, that's the most easily recognizable one. But I'm surprised that they, like, kind of botched, because they did the folk, the thieves, right? Like, the woman thieves very well in Persona 5, and it matched thematically, but, like, was there really a need to do the Japanese mythology for, before?
Not to my
No?
knowledge.
So what do you think?
Not really, no. There wasn't really...
There wasn't really a thematic link.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, there's a thematic link with,
With the tricksters, yeah.
the
Oh man,
tricksters.
not
There was
even...
also, like...
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just bitching about the fact that, not even the fucking stat decreases are gonna reach it.
Yeah, sometimes, like, there's a difference between a good boss fight and a grindy boss fight.
Yep.
So, like, the Persona definitely has a tendency to go in the latter direction, unfortunately. It's kind of hard to do, like, a really good boss fight in a JRPG, because there's inevitably going to be a way to cheese it pretty easily, so it kind of... one of those things where there's really no
Good shit.
reliably good answer.
Persona!
I remember actually kind of pretty enjoying the final boss in Royale. I think they were
That's
a pretty
one
good
I actually
boss.
haven't fought yet, funnily enough. Actually, here's the thing. I kind of, like, fell off of E5 Royale on my PS4, because, like, setting up my PS4, it's in, like, the living room, it's a whole thing. Now that it's coming to Game Pass, I'm probably gonna, like, actually finish my P5 Royale playthrough now that it's on Game Pass. But once it comes onto Game Pass.
Persona!
And it's even more reason to get Game Pass, honestly.
Game Pass is very good.
It's very, very good. I would strongly recommend it, Jack.
Is it good or is it not good, Mel?
It is good. It is very good.
Okay.
It's like, it's not that expensive either, right? It's like $10 a month for like
Senpai, are you okay?
hundreds of dollars worth of games. Now, granted, it's got issues. There's no perfect platform, but like, you know, it's cool.
It just said defense down. What?
I have a massive backlog of games, and I already have a bunch of subscriptions as it is, so I think I'm just going to table that kind of thing for now.
It's fair, I guess, yeah. I understand where you're coming from.
Persona!
This is very confusing to me. It outright, I know it said defense down, but it's saying that our defense isn't down.
Or maybe the boss just doesn't let you raise your defense back up?
I don't know.
I can still
That would be
do
some
this.
bullshit.
I mean, it's kind of like the final boss, so it's... They are known for this sort of thing.
Jeez, that did 500 damage.
Here goes. Collection time.
You know what? Fair.
Are damage numbers just also much lower before? Because, like, I remember pretty even... You don't have to try that hard to, like, hit 999 in P5.
Everything from a gameplay standpoint is worse in this game.
It's really fun, though. I enjoy playing P5 on critical, or whatever that highest difficulty is. Because like, all else aside, just the fact that it raises the damage cap from 3 9s to 4 9s is just really cool to me. Or is it from 4 9s to 5 9s? I forget.
Naoto-kun! Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, I'm gonna do something maybe a little bit dumb. Which is, because I want, Protag
tag in Yosuke?
No, God no. Because I want Protag Kun to get the kill, he's gonna be the only one attacking from now on.
Honestly, I do that all the time. It's like not stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like it's more fitting thematically. But I mean, what's the point of a role-playing game if you don't role-play occasionally? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like RPGs have lost a certain element of the roleplay as life goes on. Well, there's a very robust RP community in a lot of games, but that's not the kind of roleplay I'm talking about.
Ha! Kanji has a nice SP total at the moment.
Nice. Also, how do you guys feel about that?
Naoto-kun!
Oh no, Naoto's dead.
Specifically.
The
fuck.
robust and widespread community of
Protect me, Himiko!
text-only roleplay that's kind of like very thriving community. I am, of course, talking about Storytime because it's me. What else would I be talking about?
Honestly, if it doesn't hurt somebody, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
It's not that, it's like... I guess where I'm coming from for this is that I kind of don't get it.
Hey!
Not in a like I dislike it sort of way. It's just like I don't really like what do you think people get out of it? That's kind of what I'm like, because I like I don't think I would get anything out of it personally, which is why I'm like, I'm coming from a place of genuine curiosity.
I see. Your powers are strong.
Damn right they are.
Power comes from the heart. You have proven to me.
Almost like there's a kingdom in your heart.
What, kicking your ass is all humanity had to do to prove its potential to you?
Very well. I will lift the fog from the place where
Oh wow,
you
this
return to.
this guy has been a lot more, lot better about losing than the P5 one.
Yeah, the P5 one is based on the Gnostic Demiurge, which is a very complicated way of saying. Gnosticism is kind of a fascinating sort of religion/mythology.
Well,
How much do you guys know about
we'll
it?
keep that from happening no matter
Almost
what.
nothing.
Know a little bit about it, but not much.
So, in Gnosticism, the traditional Abrahamic sort of omnipotent creator god is a figure called the Demiurge. And the Demiurge is essentially a creature that it didn't create the universe, but it thinks it did.
Right.
It's not God, but it thinks it is.
Oh hey, Adachi's still in one piece.
It was controlling.
In fact, it's
Jisan?
kind of like it was born
Who can
with
say?
the universe and
I
is
believe it was at
basically
least partially his own
spoiled
intention
child.
as well.
It's like Gnosticism is not exactly keen on traditional religion, in case you hadn't noticed.
So that's it, huh?
Yep. You're gonna come with us. We're not accepting another round. Can't you knock him
Or
back?
you die. One of the two. Really, like, we don't need to take him alive.
It'd be preferable. Dojima would get on our case if we didn't. Seriously, Kanji, knock
Yeah,
him
but,
the
like,
fuck out.
he's a cop.
Fine. Live however you want. If you think.
We were gonna do it
Power
anyway.
to change the future.
We don't need your permission
Then
for
go
that.
right ahead.
Yeah, this is not an issue of permission here. We were gonna do that. It's just, you know, whether you know, act like a dick
Keep
about it
being
or
a
not.
dickhead. Yeah, keep being a dick about it,
Everyone
yeah.
has the power to do that.
Shut up, Yosuke.
Get out of
You're
here.
the last person
The shadows
to
will finish me.
comment on living how you want.
Yeah. No, you're coming with us, Adachi. You're living in a prison cell. With a metal toilet.
Closet.
Just leave me
Homophobe.
be. You came to kill me in the first place, didn't you?
No, this is where we differ, you fucking idiot.
No, dumbass.
See, even Kanji gets it.
If we leave you here dying, and a dead
How stupid are you
for
if
anyone,
the
your
himbo of the
stupid
group
game's
gets it
over.
faster than you
You
do?
even face your punishment. That's how
I
it
mean,
works.
Adachi's always been a worthless waste of space. It's been what we've been saying the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a much less sympathetic villain than Akechi.
Yeah. I liked Akechi.
Akechi
Genuinely
is
liked him.
so horny for Joker, and he's very sad that he can't
Yeah.
bang.
I'm sure that's the outcome Dojima-san
Again,
wishes
in
for as well.
Royal, the full social link is so fucking gay. It's so gay. Akechi takes you to his favorite fucking jazz bar. How gay is that?
Like, Akechi basically is like thinking like a madman, like to the point that he's basically the only thing he doesn't do is outright proposition you for sex.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the only thing he doesn't do.
Greetings, Shirogane.
And like,
we got
it's
word
why
from
I
Detective
kind of
Dojima.
like, I don't play it personally when I'm role playing,
He's
but
wanted
I
on
think
suspicion
in
of
my
murdering
heart of
Mayumi
hearts,
Yamano and Saki Konishi, right?
I tend to favor the Arrow Ace pro tag for most of them. The exception is P3, where basically canonically you. And it's also the actually, you know what? P3 is the only one where you just straight up canonically are
Understood.
banging the Velvet Room attendant.
We have an ambulance waiting downstairs.
Huh.
Should we have them bring the stretcher?
Actually, I'm pretty sure, like, regardless of
Detective Dojima assumed one would be necessary.
the romance choices in that game, I'm pretty sure you are still in a relationship with Elizabeth, regardless of whether you romance anyone else.
I'd also just like to say, this can be taken one of two ways. Either Dojima thought one of us would be hurt, at least one of us would be hurt, or he thought we were going to beat the shit out of Adachi so bad an ambulance would be needed.
To be fair!
Yeah, we beat the shit out of him so bad an ambulance is needed.
No,
he wanted the suspect to be carefully taken into protective custody.
You can't blame him. He should know you well enough by this point to at least realize, oh, a gun isn't going to help Adachi, is it?
Nope, not at all.
They were partners, after all.
Also, like, he can't shoot all of them. And as long as we
have the meat shield of Yosuke and Teddy, we're fine.
Understood.
I was gonna say, doesn't Naoto have a gun, or, like...
I'm not sure if her gun is actually real or not. Like, it
might be a prop gun, like in 5.
It doesn't really make that distinction. Actually, no. I think P4's weapons are actually real. Because we buy them from a legit blacksmith.
It's so sunny! I can play outside, like you promised, right?
Like, this is not...
I don't like the Nanako voice as much.
Oh, Makoto! Don't run like that!
I forgot you have a dog in this game.
The fog's really gone!
Doge!
We have a fox, not a dog.
This time it's for real.
Very specifically a fox.
No, like, doesn't Nanako have a little dog?
What's up, Senpai?
No.
Did you think I was crying?
Oh, as far as I know. I've never seen a dog.
It's just so
No, there is a dog, just not belonging to the Dojimas.
Yeah, there's been a couple of dogs.
Who has a dog in a Persona game?
Are you thinking about 3 where the mascot is the dog?
Possibly.
It took us a long time to get this far.
Look, after a certain point in your life, the Persona games kind of start blurring together.
We've won.
You say we like you did jack shit about this, Yosuke. They've been used since like the bathhouse.
I kind of like that we just like have universally agreed to just crap on Yosuke constantly.
I was okay with it.
Well,
I didn't necessarily like him, but I was okay with him until the homophobia. And then I stopped talking to him voluntarily. The game forced me to talk to him sometimes, but I didn't do it out of choice.
Did Teddy just awoke?
Here goes!
Yep.
We did it! Woohoo!
How old is Owo? Was Owo around back then?
Why didn't you guys
It's been around for a while.
You all joined in when Risa-chan did it! I think that was a little too hard to get on the spot.
Which part did you mean for us to say?
The woohoo part!
Can we just do it over? Man, having to redo something like this kinda kills the fun of it.
We should redo it just to spite Yosuke.
Alright, Chia, do that weird call again.
Not if you're gonna call it weird.
People are beginning
Yeah,
to
we are like,
I don't
what
think we should
is
stay
that?
like this much longer.
8 teenagers just stood in the middle of the road.
In an active crime scene, mind you.
Mm-hmm. Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
I'm spaghetti?
Yours, Sensei.
Mom spaghetti, knees weak, mom spaghetti. There's zombie on his way already, mom spaghetti.
Like, I understand. Like, do you think writers, composers like that are aware that they're making something that will very much be taken out of context and memed on?
No.
I feel like some of them might be, like...
Yay, we can create Lucifer.
Mr. Mathers certainly wasn't. Oh, are we cool with Eminem, or has he been cancelled?
I believe he's back in the cool camp at this point, just because of him shit-talking Trump and such, but I don't know.
It was always kind of like not bad.
Yeah, he was never awful. It's just like the persona he took up, at least, was very aggressive.
Hang on now, we're not talking about Marshall Mathers. I believe you're mistaking Mr. Mathers with Slim Shady.
Yes, the real Slim Shady. Will he please stand up?
Dude, aren't you supposed to do this before you start something?
What percentage of the population who uses Eminem memes do you think actually has listened to his songs? Because I have never actually listened to an Eminem song.
Not even Lose Yourself?
Huh?
Not even Lose Yourself?
Oh, actually, hang on. I think he may have done a song called Monster.
Yes.
With Rihanna.
Yes, he did.
I've listened to that. That's the only one I've listened to.
I went through a big Eminem phase early in high school.
There's worse phases to go through.
Yeah.
In high school. God, I was in my peak cringe weed phase during high school. I still sometimes have nightmares about some of the interactions I had at the time.
No, my cringy stuff was in primary school.
Yeah, I was kind of cringe in elementary, middle school.
It's not really you have an excuse. You didn't know any better. You were a toddler.
Yeah, the one that haunts me is unironically quoting a wrestling promo against somebody I didn't like. That was bad. That was bad. Ugh.
Oh.
Not even sure the dude actually even got the reference, but whatever. I didn't like it.
There are a few things more awful than when you try to make a reference and it lands flat.
Yeah.
Oh god, I used to do that so much in high school as well, because sometimes you just for some reason your brain doesn't make the connection that just because you enjoy and get a reference, not everyone else does.
Yeah, that's always rough.
Here we go, Christmas Eve date with Naoto.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty cold outside.
So you should stay the night. Don't want you to get a cold or anything.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I'm nervous. Because, we're the only ones here.
We definitely are. The Dojimas are still in hospital.
Pretty sure canonically you're about to bang.
Very possibly, yeah.
Very much likely that it's gonna, be a fade to black moment.
That's a wonderful cake.
The implication is
me
they
feel
banged.
like a kid again.
But never say that, okay,
I was late
well,
because I had to go back home to get it before
I don't like that phrase in the context of it's Japan. For reasons I'm sure you understand.
Customize this watch. It has the normal functions of a digital watch, but it can also tell you where I am.
Ooh.
It's just a
no.
toy,
Oh my.
though, so
It's
it's
okay. The GPS tracker is a bit tight.
It's a toy. It's only got a radius of a few meters. It's fine.
And just so you know,
It's
my
It's more
watch
the
has a
symbolism
similar
than
function.
anything else.
I get it, but it's just there's a lot of ways where this
My
could
watch
be
can
yikes,
tell
and
me
Atlas has a
where
track
you are.
record. You have to admit that much.
Really? I'm glad. Although, from spring on, my watch will just say out of range. Until then, I want to be with you as much as possible.
Oh, right, yeah, I should,
But yeah, I definitely
Endgame up.
prefer
I don't wanna make
the
a wrong
Arrow,
move here.
Ace, Joker, and you. I don't know. Something about, the style of character. It's harder with the P4 protagonist, because, he has much less of a personality, but Joker just seems like that's not really what he's looking for in life, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's what he's looking for at that
Closer to
point,
you?
but,
Maybe, I don't know, Joker's probably the least openly horny protagonist.
I could
Persona series?
see Ace. I'm not sure I see Arrow.
That's I can see
cold
that.
Tonight.
I can. Yeah, I can see that.
Also, Fuzzy, you're forgetting. There are several lines in the game where Joker can, honest to God, just hit on someone.
Stay here.
Mostly
but
Akechi.
it never feels. Yeah, well, yes.
Mostly Akechi.
Really the only person he really hits on is Akechi. But no, it never feels like he's hitting on them seriously. Like, it just seems like he's kind of, like, flirty as, like...
It's
joking around, as it were.
Joker very much has a facade he puts on for most of the people around him. And that is a part of it to an extent.
Almost like the game is all about the masks we wear.
Oh wow, the watch reads distance less than 1 meter.
Oh my.
To be fair, 1 meter is kind of like, it's not that close.
Let me give a tape measure. How much is 1 meter?
3 feet, so it's like more than arm's length for most people. It's certainly close, but it's like...
Okay, yeah, but you know what it's implying though.
Yeah, we know what it means. Definitely they're banging. Right? It's gonna fade to black and they're definitely...
It's already faded to black, buddy.
Oh yes, no, right, yeah, they're banging. But that's what it is. That's what this means.
Oh my.
Why do we only ever hang out at Junes?
So the case is closed for reals this time.
I think we can safely leave the rest to the police. Adachi has confessed his crimes, so I'm sure Namatame's presumed guilt will be re-examined as well.
If the issue arises again, we'll, step in, because we're heroes like that.
I see. Then that really wraps it up.
This
What do
is
you do now,
definitely
Tim?
not the updated
Not going
re-release
back over
that adds
there,
an
are you?
entire arc after this. Nope, we're done.
Better not, you dumb bear.
Game's over, folks.
I
Go
don't know how much
home.
you worried us last time.
I won't suddenly disappear like that again.
Damn straight you won't. Man, just stay here, alright?
Yeah, just stay with Yosuke and far away from the rest of us.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
Hi, Doshima. Do you believe I'm not a criminal yet?
Good news. It looks like they're letting Nanako come home for a bit.
Yay, Christmas!
Oh, right.
She's awake again. She's got a good amount of strength.
Another contrast between Sojiro and Dojima. We talked a little bit about this, but yeah, like, Dojima doubts you, and Sojiro from day one is like, no,
Yeah.
I know you're cool, but like, be chill about it.
There's a little bit of tension when he finds out about the Phantom Thief
what?
stuff, but
Yes, but the only reason the tension is there is because we've involved
Futaba
by that point.
Yeah, but I would also say he is very much willing to listen, which is the difference. Dojima was never willing to listen.
And as for me, they said I just needed to see a doctor regularly. So I'm planning to come home with Nanako today.
Man, it's a good thing you didn't come home yesterday. That would have been awkward.
Sorry I had to stick you with all the housework. I'll make up for it somehow.
Okay, here's something I've been thinking about. What do you think the consensus is on Joker's parents in P5?
It's a difficult one.
Because, like, apparently they're friends of Sojiro, right?
Yeah.
They definitely sent him, like, they definitely put some thought into, like, who they'd send him to.
I'm so happy
Right?
for
Yeah.
her.
Me too. I'm really glad.
But at the same time, it's like, they also, like,
all
lived in a
gone
small
over here
town, probably weren't
because everyone
particularly
tried
well
so
off.
hard.
I can sort of
now
understand that they might not, it's not necessarily that they didn't care.
Nanako-chan
There's,
tried hard
like,
too.
definitely an element of they might not have had a choice in the matter.
Yeah. I mean, there's an element of it was to basically like get him, get Joker away from, essentially the scene of the crime. Get him away from the rumors and let them die down, and then come back.
sent him to like a reasonably decent
She's
school
such an
as well.
Yeah.
amazing girl.
They were like short of options.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Shut up.
Seriously.
One loves you.
Thank heavens she's okay.
Where are you touching?
God damn it, Teddy.
Way to ruin the moment.
Oh god, this.
Well, one thing's certain. It's party time!
What is it with like media and casual
Let's hold
sexual
big
harassment
Christmas
like
party
that?
for Nanako-chan!
I mean, half of it's
party,
like
you say?
Japan.
I'm sure Nana
Because
Yes,
it's
but
like
at the same time, Japan is not alone in this. I'm sure.
it's not an outlier, no, but it is.
We'll need a cake then.
Yeah.
Guys, please say you're not gonna...
Huh? We're gonna make one.
Oh no.
Of course
Oh no!
we're gonna
is
make
this what-
one.
Is this that awful dark matter trope? Is that what's gonna happen?
Probably, yeah.
I've already researched the ingredients.
Uh-oh.
Wait a sec. Whoa there! That's way too tall an order for you!
Let's go to the grocery department. Come on, Nato-kun, you too.
But
It's
I've
an
never
awkward
baked a cake.
localization, huh?
Mm.
I call it the grocery department.
Also, yeah,
Understandable.
thanks Persona 4 for, you know, dragging all the female characters into the cooking.
Ooh, not a good
Or
look.
neither have we.
It's actually like really cool how Joker's kind of like homebody, right? Joker is like kind of the ideal waifu candidate,
So this is
right?
the
Like
fabled Kotatsu.
he's kind of an all-rounder, right? He cleans, he is like emotionally available.
This is the ideal male form.
To the new Kotatsu.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying is,
You talk
I
about
don't,
it all
I
the
don't
time
think
at
I
the
swing that
hospital.
way, but Joker is very tempting. You know what I'm saying?
Nanako needs to go back for a full checkup early next year, but if
I
they
can
don't find
kind of
anything wrong,
actually,
they'll
now
let
that
her
I
go
think about it,
immediately.
understand
I'd
why
gotten better
basically
sooner,
every character
we would
in
have
the
been able
game
to buy the Kotatsu
does
together.
want to bang Joker at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, no, I get it. He's like, he's not just a blank slate harem. Okay, like it just is still shocking to me just how much
Sorry
personality.
for the wait.
I almost said personality. That they managed to give like a silent
Christmas edition of
protagonist.
Mystery
Yeah.
Food X is
Like
about
Joker
to be
could so
served.
easily have been just you 2.0,
Yeah.
right? Just generic
Bring it
blank
on,
slate
I'm ready.
protagonist. But he like
Got my insurance
has
card
a
and
very
everything.
good personality and like it's balanced in the dialogue choices because even in the dialogue choices, his personality
bigger
is
than I
kind of
imagined.
like it shines through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, Nanako-chan!
All of
the first one to...
basically all of the dialogue choices are usually consistent with his own personality, which is not something you see very often in a choice-based JRPG. Oh, on the subject of choice-based JRPGs,
delicious.
I'm gonna start playing FF7 Remake soon.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's fun.
That's exciting.
Tastes really
A bit late to the party, but you know, I was waiting for it to come out on PC, and then I was waiting for it to be on sale.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be.
It's expensive in Canada. I don't know
She
what it
lost all
costs in
sense of
like
taste?
US or America, but like in Canada, that's it's $90.
Ooh, jeez.
Even like accounting for like US to Canadian
Yeah.
conversion, it's more than like 70.
Did you guys really make this?
Because even in Canada, games usually don't go over like
Does it actually
$70
taste like
at
something?
most.
It's not hot, is it? How is it, Kanji? Hmm?
It's amazing!
You know what they say about true talent not needing to show off. Turns out we had good taste in cooking after all.
Alright, you don't need to gloat about it, Shea. You've made one edible meal out of like 6.
Then again, this one was our third attempt.
Make that
There
9.
it is.
Make that 9.
Hey, Yosuke! Chie-chan and the others really are talented chefs. 3 stars for sure. Impossible. This actually tastes
Okay,
good.
it's very... Do you guys ever think about how wild it is that the Michelin star rating system was just a promotional move for selling tires?
Wait, I didn't already pass out, did I?
It's pretty wild,
kind of
yeah.
Now it's the globally adopted system.
It's also wild learning what the, like, inspectors, reviewers, whatever you want to call them, have to do. And how secretive they have to be.
Yeah, you're straight up, it's like... Straight out of a spy movie. You could, like, reasonably make a spy movie out of, like, food inspectors.
Yeah.
Ta-da! A Christmas present for you!
Oh, it looks just like you.
I wish I could have made it look better. But I thought it'd keep you company
Don't
at
feel
the hospital, Nana-chan.
allowing Teddy around children.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit iffy, doesn't it?
Oh, and it's made from 100% pure teddy fur. I'm a guy who's all about using
There it
all
is.
natural materials.
So Teddy cut off a part of himself?
Isn't that
Well, he
nice?
shaved himself.
Teddy fur.
Also, can Gojima see Teddy?
I
Yes.
assume so.
He really doesn't question that at all? You can understand Nanako not questioning it, because, you know, he's like, she's a toddler.
Honestly, look at our friends. Is Teddy that much weirder than them?
I don't know, he's like, Teddy's pretty weird.
Kanji, the former delinquent, Risei, the former idol, Yosuke, the fucking homophobe, Naoto, the detective prince.
The Detective Prince of Bel-Air.
I have to thank you all again. Adachi confessed to the 2 murders. He insists it was him who hung the bodies, too. There are still things that are unclear about his story, but he's most likely gonna pay for his crimes.
Good.
Anyway, this was one strange
I mean,
case.
like, the thing is, considering Japan's legal system, even if he wasn't guilty, he would pay for the crimes.
What you said about a world inside the TV
I hate that
was
you're
true,
right.
and everything might make sense. Though I still don't believe it.
Actually, you know what's funny? I think Jujutsu Kaisen is the first,
Some
like,
things in this world
mainstream
just can't
anime
be
I've seen that actually... Not even mainstream. It's the only, like, series I've seen recently out of Japan that addresses that.
Yeah.
Nanako.
Like,
She made a miraculous
generally
recovery,
authors
and
are
now she's
not
as
willing
healthy
to
as ever.
address the flaws in their own
Back in the
governments
day,
for obvious
my own
reasons, but,
sensei
like...
on the force told me something. There's an underside to everything that you can never see. This case has made me think about a lot of things.
Like being a good
I
father.
mean, you could also interpret
helped us out so much.
the world government in One Piece
It was
as
meant to be the other way
a critique
around,
of
I think-
general authoritarianism.
Yeah,
but-
I think world
There
government in
isn't
One
much
Piece
time
is
left
much more
until spring.
general.
But I hope
There's
I
not
can do some
enough
catching up
overall
until then.
similarities to, like,
Well, I do
specifically
think-
Japan. It's more a critique of, like, organized government in general.
Well, more authoritarian government, but yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's a very slim line between organized government and authoritarian in a practical sense.
I mean, what
It's
What
how,
do you
like,
mean by organized government?
I would rephrase what you said, Fuzzy. There's no real links to like a modern Japanese government.
that is true.
Because
That is true.
Because the
Wano definitely criticizes a lot of
well, Wano criticizes, you know, or
isolationism for one.
takes inspiration from you know, Tokugawa and Meiji era Japanese politics. But there's also the Gorosei, because like that's a legitimate thing that the Japanese government had post Meiji. Just like a collection of, you know, elder statesmen who basically ran the government.
And there's also just the mere existence of
You're only here until spring, huh?
the stuff at Eni's lobby with just jurors who automatically condemn a person regardless of if they're innocent or guilty.
Yeah.
And the whole hanging judge situation there too.
But yeah, in terms of the Gorosei thing, I learned about the historical equivalent, and as I was just listening to my lecturer talking about it, I was just going, "This is the fucking Gorosei. Oda is a genius."
that should not have been even a question in your mind. Like, you should just passively be in a state of being like, "Oh yeah, Oda's a genius."
To be fair, this was very shortly after I'd started reading One Piece, I believe. Like, I think I'd maybe.
Do you think you like One Piece more because you were kind of in that period of your degree when you started
learning about Japanese history? Not necessarily. I think I would have enjoyed, the historical aspects all the same had I found out about them. I don't think it necessarily took my enjoyment of it to, like, a significant degree. Just because, Wano aside, there just aren't that many of them.
Sensei, are you going somewhere?
In a general
And then
sense.
you have, like, King Taco.
Yeah.
Which is
King Hamburger as well.
Tea.
And of course you have the Vodka Kingdom.
I mean, the thing is, One Piece's historical references tend to be more in the terms of pirates than Japanese history, and that's obviously
cannot wrap my head around the fact that Zoro's name is legitimately based off a real dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Give me a
Frenchman,
second.
no doubt. No less.
Give me a second. This feels
Funny
like
enough, Sanji's the one who's supposed to be French.
Look, we don't talk about Naruto.
This feels like a big choice. I should...
Oh, hang on.
Is it?
Someone want to look this up?
I am looking it up. That's the point, but it's not really giving me much of a. I need to pick the right fucking like whatchamacallit, guide. There's been a guide I've been following the entire time. This one, I think it is. Had a better.
I ever think about how people who actually write these guides are kind of awesome and also a little bit insane, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like.
Okay, I don't think this one matters.
A lot of
But
work goes into writing.
Don't forget, there are people
A
waiting.
video game guide.
When you get
and
home,
like
show your parents how much you've grown this past year.
basically you're doing it for nothing. Like it's
and then if they're
essentially a pure passion project. If you
Yeah.
do a guide for a game.
Yeah. I mean, I still remember and really miss all those, big massive walkthrough documents that you would get on, sites like IGN.
Game FAQs.
Yeah. They just feel like they've disappeared because more and more people just do, video ones.
Right?
I don't really like the video ones, personally.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
a
like
long ways off, right? Let's have all the fun
I'm
we
here
can
for,
until
if
then.
I want a video, then I'll just, watch a Let's Play. I don't,
I remember the
walkthroughs are kind of a dying breed as it is.
I remember the days where not only did I, look up text guides online, but I also had to print them out because obviously my computer was not near where my console was.
Right.
Imagine having to run back and forth between the two.
Era before smartphones, yeah.
So I vividly remember having sheafs and sheafs of paper of a walkthrough for Harry Potter games.
Did your parents just yell at you for using up so much paper?
No.
My sis would kill me if you got yourself held
People
back.
we weren't as environmentally conscious as a society back then.
Yeah. They were a little more annoyed at the fact that I managed to get a virus on the family computer via, I think it was a lyrics website.
Oh no.
Oh, but then you wouldn't have to go back, huh?
Yeah, remember when computer viruses were a thing?
Yeah.
Nowadays it feels like the only way a computer is going to get a virus is if you're just incredibly stupid about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's other things that are more the worry now. My stepbrother was telling me at Christmas how he managed to pick up something. And it basically lets somebody else control his computer from,
Oh no.
outside. So he'd go to turn off his computer, and that person would cancel it and run it all night. Basically, crypto mining.
Ah, yes, the Bitcoin miners are the real problem now.
Yeah.
Those people are Satan in the flesh. So what did he do? Did he just manually turn it off?
No, I mean he had to go through a whole thing to basically get it reset and block the access this person had. It was a whole thing apparently. I can't remember exactly. It's obviously been a while since.
But did he manually turn it off to prevent them from crypto mining?
You'd have to unplug it completely.
Yeah, he might have done. I can't remember exactly.
Man, some people are just absolute shit.
Some?
A lot of people, yes.
Especially in the cryptocurrency communities.
I do hate the crypto community, but at the same time, I do wish I'd done, because like I very, very strongly considered buying some Bitcoin like years ago, and I believe at the time the price was like around $800.
That's still a lot.
It's a lot, but like it's like 20K. It's like 5 digits regularly now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, honestly, those kind of things are only worth investing in when they're pretty low off the ground.
It's basically it's like winning the lottery, right? Like you never know if the one you invest in is going to be like the one, or if it's just going to be.
Yeah.
Like people remember the success stories like Bitcoin. People do not realize there's 4 billion other things that fail on arrival.
Yep. Absolutely adore Nanako.
Nanako is adorable and must be protect.
Protect at all costs.
I'm gonna assume the game wants me to go and check the Midnight Channel. Or anything else. As an aside, as I was trying to look up the true ending guide, did notice that apparently Adachi and Amano Sagiri were 73 to 75 in terms of level, so we were over leveled for it, but fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I just got off the phone with Chie. Have you checked your TV?
Why is it always you who calls me? Why can't it be Risei, or Naoto, or even Kanji? I would accept Kanji. Anybody but you.
For you either? I didn't see any glow or anything. It's definitely raining outside, though. Does this mean the Midnight Channel's off the air? I'm being serious here. Now that we beat that Amano Sagiri, the case is completely over, right?
Yep. I'm not thanking Yosuke. I am not thanking Yosuke.
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to hound you for an answer. I just felt nervous.
Too bad. We feel really bothered by this.
Yep. You should commit seppuku. Do it. Do it now.
But it's fine.
Now, Mel.
All of us together.
I mean, this is the Japanese mythology game. It would be thematically appropriate to have at least one character commit Sudoku.
When I put you on the spot and asked you to be our leader? What am I getting all worked up for?
I don't know. Hang up.
The others must all be super happy right now, too.
God damn it.
I bet Chie's practically crying her eyes out. Alright, I'll call you again later. Seriously.
Who do you think Yosuke wants to bang the most out of the male? Actually, how many male cast members are there? There's not a lot, are there?
Other than Yosuke,
in the main party, there's 4.
Yeah.
If you count Teddy.
Kanji... Yeah, I don't count Teddy, so... It's Yosuke, Kanji, and, like, who else?
The protagonist.
Yeah.
Then there's Chie, Rise...
Yukiko, and Naoto.
Naoto's more ambiguous, but I get what you're saying.
Mm.
There's, like, there's a big conversation to be had about, like, Naoto's potential gender identity.
Yeah.
You know, if Atlas wasn't cowards.
I don't think Atlas really understood what it was doing.
Mm.
Or at least didn't understand the implications.
Yeah.
About the implications. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you're all... Are you guys aware of the existence of Men at Work?
They're a band, aren't they?
Yes, the guys who did Down Under,
yeah.
the Australia song.
Yeah.
Down Under is all well and good, but are you guys aware that Men at Work is, for all intents and purposes, a lot of their songs are about how they have social anxiety and they're...
No, I was not.
...to deal with it. It's, like, really cool, especially because it's, like, kind of an older band, so it's, like, really interesting to go back and see, oh, these guys were surprisingly progressive and ahead of their time.
Mm.
New Year's time.
Sorry, just give me a second. I just thought I remembered something. It'll work. That's right. Yes.
Multiplayer,
yes,
sort of MMO-esque.
Colin Hay is the is one of the members of Men at Work, isn't he?
I have no idea, but sure.
I know him because of Scrubs.
Oh, was he in Scrubs?
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, he did a couple of songs and made an appearance in one episode.
Ah.
In which he sang Overkill, one of Men at Work songs.
Overkill is the song I was quoting.
Yeah. Man, I must have just zoned out because I know that song. I like singing it.
Right? It's so catchy.
Yeah.
Most of Men at Work songs are just like really catchy and good for singing along.
Asleep. When I woke up, that New Year's show, Toshikoshi Kurotoshi, had already started, so I rushed out here.
Who Can It Be Now is also like really good, and it's even... Overkill also is just a song about social anxiety.
Yeah.
And it just speaks to me on like a spiritual level.
Yeah, it's yeah, he sings it to basically I think it's first episode of the second season of Scrubs.
I'm just shocked that you remember specific episode numbers like this. I never remember that.
I've got a very good memory for that kind
like...
of thing. I've got a very good memory for that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, Sensei. It's all Yosuke's fault.
Good job, Teddy. Throw Yosuke under the bus.
Yeet.
Aw, you're such a good bear.
I'm not a bear. I believe... What would you be? A twink? A twunk? Definitely not
there.
Definitely not a bear.
Me? It was
We don't know
100% your
Well,
fault.
he is like a shonen anime protagonist, so we have to assume he's completely hairless.
Mm.
But I am sorry.
I'm
about
going to
making
go
you
with
wait.
Flunkish.
Mm. Joker, for example, is twink all the way.
The Joker is an absolute twink. Like,
We had an emergency at work.
100%.
Everyone had to refill all of the lucky draw bags. We just finished a second ago. Because a certain someone just crammed a bunch of stuff into the bags without checking any of the prices. Talking about you,
kind of don't like how ominous the
donging of the bell is. Yeah.
Very like
Hey,
like
Sensei, where's
mood
Nana-chan and her
dissonance.
dad?
Doofus, you can't come out on a cold night like this. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan just got temporarily released from the hospital for the holidays. They aren't healed yet.
You know you're bad when Kanji is calling you a doofus.
Yeah, when the himbo calls you out on being dumb, it's just like,
then
what are you
where's
doing with
everyone
your
else?
life at that
Why
point?
are only the guys here? Don't tell me. Is this going?
I'm just gonna
Hell
skip
no.
that. I don't want that to finish.
Man, they're late.
Oh no, was he
Should've
being
gotten here a
was he
while
gonna be
ago.
He
homophobic?
wasn't gonna be homophobic. He was just gonna be creepily heterosexual.
That's like I
They're all
don't
meeting
know
up at
what's
Yukiko
worse
Senpai's house
sometimes.
first. You know, like to put on their kimonos.
Kimonos? Did you hear that?
Oh no.
Calm down.
No.
Right. You guys are getting way too hot and bothered.
Oh, like you aren't, Yosuke, you fucking perv.
You guys? Hey, I wasn't...
Yeah.
Yosuke and Teddy need to keep it in their fucking pants.
Well, the thing is, they can't get it out of their pants. That's why they're so horny on main. They probably wouldn't be as horny if they like could get it out of their pants.
Okay, now I'm starting
Well,
to get
sucks
a
for
little...
them.
Yosuke, you think about our girlfriend in a kimono again, and I will punch you and break your nose. You won't be able to breathe through it without whistling for weeks. I guarantee it.
I'm sorry about the wait.
Yeah.
I
What were they
really
expecting?
dislike the festival sequence in P5 because I wanted to see Joker in a yukata and I didn't get to see it and it made me upset.
We're sorry.
Look, in case you haven't noticed by now,
We're horny for Joker.
Look.
I don't apologize for it.
I don't think you should be forced to apologize for it.
Like...
Joker's hot.
Joker's hot, yeah. There's like no other way of saying it. Joker's just...
What's with the non-reaction?
And part of it, to be fair, is just his sheer fucking confidence.
Oh yeah, no.
What?
Why would I be in a kimono? We aren't going to be out long enough to bother with putting one on.
See, that's what I thought. I told you all that from the beginning.
Bulge
No,
in
you
your
fucking didn't.
The bulge in your pants disagrees, Yosuke.
Where's the buff? We need to throw Yosuke under.
You got your hopes up on your own. Don't take it out on us.
A girl has to save her best outfits for the moments that count the most.
Huh? A kimono's one of a girl's best outfits? Wait, you're implying that you're out of our league.
They all are.
Correctly.
They all are.
She's not implying it, and she's also correct.
Yeah.
She wasn't implying.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, they went there.
Froze over.
I don't know why we were affected. We're literally dating one of the girls here.
It's a cold-blooded remark,
Shouldn't we
admittedly.
be more mindful
It's also,
of the
it's
time?
also one of those things
If we don't hurry, we'll
where
have to do the countdown here at
they
the entrance.
can't write, assuming
Oh
that.
no!
Yeah.
We're going to miss the 2-year shrine visit!
This is my first time being with friends on midnight of New Year's Day.
I'd always just spent it with everyone at the inn until last year.
Actually,
Right, I forgot Yukiko's family runs like... Yeah, that's why she's
we're
so
all able to
excessively
celebrate
Japanese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mean that as an insult, but it's just like... She's like... more Japanese than most Japanese people.
Alright, everyone, let's get going.
Of her entire thing. She's like... She's the Yamato Nadeshiko.
Staying still makes me cold.
They're handing out Amazaki over there.
not till New Year's.
Hey, how long till next year?
Oh, it's almost time.
Okay. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! I'm glad we're here together.
Finally, the New Year's here. Let's make this year a great
Happy New Year,
this
both
year
of you.
too, partner.
Thank you.
It's not your celebration.
Wow, Naoto's really short.
And the same goes for you.
I don't think she is. Or I don't think they are, right? Like, wasn't Naoto like one of the taller characters in the game, or was I misremembering it?
The sprites are all more or less the same height.
Yeah.
With a couple exceptions.
But even Teddy, who like you'd think would be shorter than pretty much everyone else.
But you're still Morangi.
What?
Morangi. Oh.
Hey, what are you nodding for?
Poor Himbo Kanji.
Shut up.
Just had to do him like that.
Yeah.
Look, it's okay to make fun of the himbo as long as you reassure him that you love him.
the big Showa bridge, and they're using their final kick as they prepare to hand off.
Anyways,
Is it
next
the
stopping
Hakone
point would
Ekiden?
probably be a good point to end.
Next leg, wait for their turn to don the sash and run. This relay point was changed in 2009.
Is it the Ekiden? Is Nanako watching the Ekiden?
Oh.
Ah, there you are. All right, are we ready then? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, I don't think we get control until tomorrow, because I think we have another date with Naoto.
Oh, that's fine.
We've been going for a while, huh?
Yeah, we've been going for over 2 hours.
I'm surprised my dog is still asleep. I guess, like I said, the walk really helps.
Yeah.
Good to get them all
Probably
tuckered out,
still
isn't
be a
it?
bit of a pain for you.
Yeah.
but May things go well this year.
My dog is just like flopped on my bed. You know what? Sometimes she like. Have y'all ever see a dog do the thing where they like try and go under the like duvet, but then they get lost inside and can't take it off, and then they get a little bit panicked?
My dog was never bothered to do that.
Yeah, my dog does that all the time, where she's just like wants to snuggle under the duvet, and then she realizes, oh no, I'm trapped. Help.
My dog always, once she was on the bed, she was just gonna lay down whatever. She didn't bother trying to get
My
the
dog
covers.
like just roll around on it. Like sometimes she just starts chasing her tail on the bed at like 400 miles an hour.
Also, Dojima, may you not accuse me of murder this year. That would be nice.
In any case, you've changed over this past year.
Have we really?
You've got a man's face now. I didn't see
Okay,
you when I was
that's
hospitalized, and that's what made me notice.
It's just all sorts of problematic.
Oh no, I drew the stubble on with marker. I just wanted to look nice.
I feel relieved, since so much happened.
Look, we know he's actually trying to make a joke about how you've matured and all. But yeah.
Looks like you got your
it's more fun to
personality
read
from my
into it.
sister.
Yeah.
Also, really, being around the daughter the toddler that you neglect has made her happier? Wow, it's almost as if children
Man, I
crave
can't
an
thank those
emotional
guys working
connection,
the holiday
and you're an
dinners
absent
enough.
father.
I wandered over there, and they even had New Year's.
He's gotten
imagine
better,
why.
okay? He's gotten better. At the start of the game, he would not be here.
Thanks for the food.
Itadakimasu.
I just sometimes
What do you want to eat?
I wonder about the fact that they keep in the chans and the senseis and the senpais, but they don't keep in the itadakimasu.
Kurumaki.
Like, what's up with that?
Well, some of the senpais, especially, I mean, the ones that refer to the protag, it's just an easy way to, you know, give them a distinct name without having to, you know,
actually name them. Yeah.
Yeah, they really hit it right on.
There she is.
Joker. Yeah, she's up because my parents are also home from work. I will bounce then, I guess. I need to take care of dog.
Alright.
Catch you later, Fuzzy.
It was fun. Like, I'm glad I've managed to find time for these streams. I wasn't there for the beginning, but I'm glad I'm here now. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Right, see you, Fuzzy.
I apologize for making you wait.
Naoto really does just look good in everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, now it's definitely shorter than.
Could it be that
right.
I don't meet your expectations?
God, no.
Why would you say something like that out of the blue?
Because it's true.
You love saying embarrassing things like that, don't you? Sheesh.
Maybe.
We should pay our respects at the shrine now. Let's go.
I wonder if the fox is going to meet us. He might be a little pissed off that we, you know, didn't end up finishing all his requests, but they were really tough.
They're fucking scavenger hunts is what they were.
Yeah.
What did you wish for? I made a wish regarding the same subject. I wished about the time we spend together. May both of us be able to spend a full life this year as well. Of course, I wish that we would do so together. Should we draw Omikuji? I usually have bad luck when it comes to things like fortunes, though.
Ironic, because she's a little fortune.
When I drew a fortune in Japan, I think of my group of 3, I was the only one with a good one.
Oh wow, lucky you.
I don't think I think mine was like one of the ones where it's like good things will come to you eventually sort of thing.
Eventually.
I mean, my friend Kieran got a really bad one, which made sense given later in the trip he was the one chucking 1 and 5 yen coins at a small Buddha statue.
Why?
Because at the it was at the Golden Pavilion, and they'd set up this little thing where there was a small Buddha statue and a bowl in front of it. You were supposed to try and get the coins in the bowl. Kieran started aiming for the Buddha.
Yeah, that sounds like a recipe for being cursed.
I mean, it's exactly what we said. We're like, no wonder you got a bad fortune. You're chucking coins at Buddha. That was a fun one, though. That was one of the few occasions I didn't mind chucking money at religion. What do you think? Right, middle, or left?
Go with the middle.
Great blessing! Oh, yeah.
I'm a lucky leprechaun.
Future, huh? To be honest, I've never given it much
Future!
I'm going to be honest. Something tells me whatever side we drew it from, we're probably going to get something like that.
I guess opening my detective agency may not work in today's society. Perhaps I could focus on forensic medicine.
Honestly, that's still a way to help people.
Yeah. And whatever you do, we'll act as your receptionist. Because might as well.
Wait, this was written for your romance fortune, so it's not talking about work. A future for the 2 of us. Mine says...
Aw.
Ouch. Curse. For things to continue harmoniously, you must discard your secrets. I see. This is quite accurate. But I'm not keeping any secrets from you. Well, besides the ones that are unimportant and embarrassing. And
ooh, do tell.
That means that my fortune won't get any worse, and on the contrary, it can only go up from here.
That's quite the logic bounce there.
Quite the bold assumption.
Now that we're done here, would you like to come over to my place for once?
Absolutely.
I actually bought a kotatsu. It's
oh, that sounds
nice and warm.
Oh god, kotatsu sex? Spent a long time with Naoto in her room. We had Kotatsu sex.
What happened?
We had Kotatsu sex. That's very clear.
Welcome.
Sounds very cozy.
Can I leave? Nope. They chucked me up to the ring.
Wow! Look at all the snow!
Looks like we got a lot of snowfall this year, huh?
Hey! I want to make a snowman!
Do you want to build a snowman?
A snowman, huh? I'd help you make one, but the doctor told me to avoid bending over so that my back would heal up.
You can crouch, Dojima. You can crouch.
What about you, big bro?
Let's make one.
Yay!
Nanako, don't get too worked up, all right? You'll get sick and have to stay at the doctor's for a long time.
She'll be fine.
Okay.
If you get cold, come right in. Can you promise that?
Uh-huh. Big bro, that's amazing! How did you get it so big?
I've never been able to make, you know, the traditional, actually person-sized snowman.
Mm-hmm.
I read about that in some manga when I was at the hospital. If you have guts, then you can get a cool frog t-shirt or become the best bancho.
Fuck is a boncho.
All right, I think you two have done enough.
I think it's a type of
I think I can
punk
take it
or
home from
Yankee.
here. Yeah? Just watch and learn. You're not the master of snowmen in this house yet. There.
They're saying there's a chance.
It's done!
It still needs a face, though. We should draw one for it.
We're gonna draw a face? Hey, big bro, I want it to look like Teddy.
Oh god, why would you want that?
Can you make the face look like Teddy?
I can try.
It's a Teddy man! It looks so cool!
Please say Teddy's not gonna come here and see this.
You're pretty good. Good for you, Nanako.
Thanks, big bro!
You're welcome.
If we don't go in soon, you'll catch a cold.
Aw, already?
I'll make you something hot to drink. Well, it'll just be coffee.
Okay, make it sweet for me.
You don't have hot chocolate, Dojima? God damn it. I'm offended on my behalf, not just Nanako's. Alright, let us save. Okay, that's will be that for today. So, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed us beating the absolute ever-loving shit out of Adachi and Amino Sagiri. Always fun when, you know, boss battles go easily like that. I really don't give a shit that we were as many as 5 levels over. Fuck them. Should have gotten good. In terms of future stuff, Thursday will be Ace Attorney, Case 3. Hopefully get to the end of that. Saturday, Paradox Owl will be discussing the Owl House Season 2. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
No D&D on Sunday due to unavailabilities, so we'll figure out something to do. We might just do Persona 4 Golden. That's a standby at this point. And next Tuesday, if we don't do it on Sunday, we'll definitely be doing it on Tuesday. Getting to the Golden content.
Oh yeah.
Again, though, thank you everybody for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and on Twitter at Storytime_net. And otherwise, we hope to see you on Thursday for more Ace Attorney. Good night.
Later.